This is Data Jockey, machine learning for Victorian racing. Today I am looking at race 7, Caulfield, Saturday 11 July 2026. Straight into it. Before the detail, the headline for race 7 at Caulfield. 2 model selections. Watch and Win is the place pick, top of the models list for this race. Recommendation is the same race multi-leg only, the top 4 selection, not a standalone place bet. That is the quick version. Watch and Win for the place, multi combining both if you are after the longer odds. Stay with me though, because the model is seeing something worth unpacking in this field. Race 7 at Caulfield, 11 runners, the top 3 taking the place dividend today. Interesting one to start with, the model's selection lines up with the market favorite this time. When the data and the crowd agree, that is meaningful in its own right. 2 selections from the model today, a place pick and a same race multi-combination. No forced picks here, only genuine value, and today the model has found 2 worth your time. Before I get into the picks, a quick word on how this works, because it is genuinely different to anything else you will find in the tipping space. The selections come from a machine learning model that continuously learns from Victorian racing results. Every single race meeting, every result, every finishing position feeds back into it. This is not a set-and-forget system. It is live, it is learning, and it gets sharper with every race run in Victoria. Now here is the part that really sets it apart. Most tipsters, most models out there are chasing the winner. I made a completely different call. This model was built from the ground up to find place finishers, horses that hit the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a fundamentally different problem to finding the winner, and it demands a completely different approach. The model weighs up dozens of variables across the entire field at once. Things that interact with each other in ways that no human analyst could ever track manually. Pace, distance, field composition, historical patterns, how each horse matches up against these specific rivals on this specific day. All of it simultaneously. That is the power of building it this way. If you want to go deep on the methodology, how the model was actually built, what it looks at, how it was trained, the link is in the description below. Check it out when you get a chance. But for today, I have got race 7 to get through, and the model has some strong opinions. Let us get into the picks. Race 7's top selection is Watch and Win, the market favorite this time, which is worth flagging straight away since it is not the typical pattern here. The model and the market have arrived at the same place. Watch and Win fits the place finisher profile strongly enough to rank first, meaning the data and the crowd are aligned on this field. That alignment does not equal certainty, nothing in racing does, but it is a meaningful data point regardless. No tidy single reason behind it, as always, the model simply does not operate that way. It is weighing dozens of variables across the full field together, track conditions, distance, field composition, patterns drawn from thousands of past Victorian races, all simultaneously. What is worth remembering is the model's actual purpose, finding place finishers, not winners. A favorite at the top of the list means this horse matches the historical profile of horses finishing in the places under similar conditions, which is a separate question entirely from who wins the race. That distinction is the foundation the whole model is built on. Watch and Win for the place, a top 3 finish in a 11-runner field. That is the model's call on race 7. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Pick 2 recommendation, currently 3rd in the market. Now this one is a different kind of selection to pick 1, and it is worth understanding the distinction clearly. The model sees recommendation finishing in the top 4, but not necessarily in top 3. That is a crucial difference. The data does not support a standalone place selection here. It does support the same race multi as the top 4 selection. Now that might sound like a technicality, but in an 11-runner field it is meaningful. The top 3 pays a place dividend, 4th does not. So a place selection on recommendation on its own is not what the model is suggesting. The same race multi is where it fits. Think about what the model is actually saying about recommendation. It belongs in this race. It fits the profile of a horse that finishes in the top 4 in this field, but whether it gets into top 3, that is less certain. For the same race multi, top 4 is enough. Watch 'em win top 3, recommendation top 4. That is the combination the model is pointing to for race 7. Race 7's same race multi-pairs watch 'em win as a top 3 finisher with recommendation in the top 4. Availability depends on your wagering provider, so check there first. One thing worth clarifying before anything else: these are genuinely different bet types, not interchangeable versions of the same thing, and their odds of landing are not equal. Watch 'em win on its own as a place selection is the safer, higher probability play. The model's confidence is strongest there, and while the return is more modest, the chance of it landing is better. That is the model's core view on this race. The same race multi asks for more. Both watch 'em win in top 3 and recommendation in the top 4 need to land together, which lowers the overall probability but lifts the potential return considerably. There is no obligation to take both. Watch 'em win as a standalone place bet is where the model's signal is strongest. The multi sits there for anyone wanting the higher variance option. Either way, go in knowing exactly what each bet demands. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. Following along with the full card today, every race has its own video, all sitting in the playlist, uploaded before race 1 kicks off. Worth checking the other races to see which selections line up with your approach. Some punters like to combine several of the models' picks into a place multi. Your wagering provider will have the details on how that works. Always make your own informed call before placing anything. One more important point: check for scratchings before you bet on anything. They happen on race morning and can change a race completely. For race 7, the model's place selection is watch 'em win. The rest of the card is sitting in the playlist if you want to keep going. If you have not subscribed yet, this runs for every Victorian meeting, every race day, completely free. Race 7 at Caulfield, all wrapped up. The headline watch 'em win for the place, and watch 'em win top 3 with recommendation top 4 as the same race multi if the longer odds option appeals to you. Every selection gets tracked publicly, with results posted weekly, no exceptions and no cherry-picking, win streaks or losing runs alike. That is the only honest way to judge this model over time, and it is on you to make that call. For entertainment purposes only, as always, please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. See you next race.